Well, hello everyone. I'm back, the new proud American conservative, with some info that you can possibly prosper from. S&P 500 earnings are coming out this week, I believe, and it's not looking good. It's actually disastrous. 45% plummet in S&P 500 earnings for this quarter, which is the closest a disaster to what we've had back in 2008 in the fourth quarter, I believe. For the earnings, it was 65% plummet. So we got more room to go, because right now our financial situation is so much worse than it was in 2008. The debt is exploding. The national debt, the money printing is out of whack completely. $1 trillion a month. It is just crazy. So again, this doesn't mean that the stock market is not going to go up, okay? Because the worse news we get, the market goes up more. So what can go wrong here, right? You ask yourself. All the young guys trading on Robinhood, etc., laughing and they're just constantly profiting, thinking, when I say constantly profiting, they're watching their stock go up almost every day, excuse me, and they are just, thinking, this is it, it's going to continue up. Yes, it might go for, I don't know, another week, 2 weeks, a month or 2 months. We don't know, okay? I just guarantee you one thing, that those who think that fundamentals do not matter for a long time, for the long run, will lose. I win, you lose if you don't listen to me. If you don't take profits out, you do not win. So you got to be careful what you're doing. Yes, some tech stocks continue to do well, but how many of you have enough liquidity to buy 1,000 shares of Apple at $390? I don't know. Based on just common sense, not too many people have that kind of cash sitting around. Or to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $1,000. You see what I'm trying to tell you here? You got to look elsewhere. You got to look at stocks that no one is talking about. You got to look at sectors and trends that not too many people are talking about. So I've been picking these stocks that I don't think you heard anywhere else anyone mentioned, not one time. If you do, please let me know. I talked about Quintana Energy, had a really good sweet spot, still has it, from like 70 cents to about $1.20. Same with NOG, Northern Oil and Gas. I'm looking at entrances around 70 or 68 cents in those two. AMPY has been just ridiculously good, from $1, $1.05, $1.10 to $2, no problem. 100% profit within possibly like 2-3 days, but sometimes I just take it pretty quickly. Even if it's just 30% up in a day, I'm out. Then I just get back in, just to make sure I can take profits out so I don't get caught with my pants down, which a lot of people will, and that can happen this week. So earnings are just ridiculous. Again, like I said, this does not matter much for right now, as the Fed Reserve continues to buy all these stocks, until a lot of investors globally decide to pull the plug out of the U.S. equities, out of the U.S. stock market. This is going to happen rapidly. It's going to be kind of like for the first time when you're on one of those rides and you feel your stomach, just your soul goes into your heel, or it drops 6 feet under, but you still can see yourself. You don't even know what happened. That's the kind of feeling it's going to happen soon for a lot of people. So I just, not trying to scare you, I'm just telling you what's going to happen, because for someone, for instance, like Warren Buffett, who has, I believe they said 40% of his money right now is in Apple. Just think, if he likes $400 a share and he decides to take out all those billions, what's going to happen to you if you owned Apple and you continue waiting? So the more insiders are involved, yes, that's good, because that stock could easily go up fast. But at the same time, when they decide to pull it, all it takes, 1 or 2 guys, and you are done, okay? So beware of all this. My top pick is still physical silver, by far the most undervalued asset in the world. I will tell you quickly why. It's going to make sense when you look at the chart right now for gold, especially silver. It formed a beautiful teacup, it's called. It's ready to explode. Last time in the crisis, 2011, it took silver about a year and a half before it exploded 440%. Okay, and right now we are right in that range. Silver is about 20 bucks an ounce. Back then it was 50. So gold is pretty close to the all-time high at 1920. Right now he's at 1800. So I really like physical. I really like physical silver the most right now. And this is just my opinion. I don't suggest you to do anything until you do your own research. Think for yourself. Just look into some common sense here, and remember, when not too many people or nobody's really talking about this, you might want to look into it. Okay, herd always gets slaughtered. When you see people are talking about gold all over mainstream, you might be late to the party, is what I'm trying to tell you. So I was early in cryptos, I'm early in precious metals. I wish I was way earlier, but I didn't know much 10 years ago. But I had to study on my own every single day, and I loved it. That's why it was easy for me to figure it all out, because I really get a kick out of this. I study it 20 hours a day. Yeah, I sleep just a few hours a day, and that's it for me. I wake up and I look what's going on right away, and I try to make moves. Make that currency. Remember, dollar is not money, it's currency. And then using 20-30% of that profit to buy real money with it. And right now I'm sticking with physical silver. That's my pick. When it comes to stocks, real quick, I will write all these indexes down below so you guys can take a look at it and see what it does. I'm going to keep you posted with my entrances if I do it tomorrow around 2 o'clock Eastern, around that time, because I like to see what the market is doing. NOG, QES, I'm forgetting AMPY, and FLNG. All right? Otherwise, KISS. Keep it super simple. Buy some physical silver later. Oh, by the way, I do not own a gold mine. I do not own a bullion company. If you don't buy, if millions of people don't buy, I still win because the price stays low and I can get more. If you all start buying, I'm going to be doing pretty good. So I can't lose. I wish I owned a mining company, but I don't. Got it? Take care. We'll talk soon.